On a night like tonight, it's hard not to fall in love with a town like this. This is everything we wanted in a place. I mean, look at this. COVID-19's happening. Got my mask in my hand. It's beautiful out, no humidity. I mean, summer night. People are outside eating. It's nice to see life kind of getting back to something normal. You got restaurants doing business. You got people out enjoying time with their families, with their friends. It's sort of normal. This is what you like to see. This is why we're here. This is why we're opening. This is why we're going to be a part of the community. I mean, you got major brands like Lululemon here. We got the city of Summit that's willing to help out and shut down streets. I mean, what more could you want? It's business. This is what happens. You adjust. Look at this. We're talking about one of the major hospitality groups in the area, Harvest Group, and they got people eating outside and they're adapting and people are loving it. And the people are here to support. This is what it's about. It's amazing. Nothing's ever easy, ever. We do this is part of our process. David and Anthony and I will get in a car, we'll drive around, we'll take turns, we'll go out to eat. We'll just be part of the town. I highly recommend that to anybody that's either opening a business, going to move somewhere, trying something out. Go immerse yourself in that culture or that neighborhood or the vibe of whatever it is that you're trying to do, because it's the only way you can tell. Otherwise it's a surprise, and the last thing you want to do is be surprised. And then move there, or then open a business there and have it not be the place you thought it was. Part of our process, again, for coming into this town, I mean, after driving around and getting the look and the feel, you have to kind of understand, do they need a product like ours, which is Cambridge Wines? Now, we happen to think we have, an interesting, unique product. But yeah, I mean, this town, in our opinion, needed it. They had traditional liquor stores, but look at this town. I mean, this town it's diverse. It's got all walks of life. It's got young people, old people, middle-aged people, new families, and they didn't have, in our opinion, a business that represented that, and that's what Cambridge kind of likes to do. We come in, we become a part of the community, and we listen to what the people want. So not every store, so not Cambridge 1 and Cambridge 2 will not look exactly the same in terms of product mix. They'll be close, but we'll listen to the people here. What do they like, their shopping habits? And based on our research of here, there's good stores, but it's not that. This place, what we like to say is, Summit, you deserve more, honestly. If you're gonna go to a place, you shouldn't have to leave your town, number one. Number two is, if you're in your town, you should have something that represents you and kind of gets your way of life. And yeah, there was a need for sure.
Let's do that. Let's go.
What do we do? So when we go out to dinner, this is usually the case. Anthony's gonna order something that's not on the menu. He looks at the menu, figures out something that's not on the menu, asks the chef to make it. Usually all good.
It's more like, your scallops preparation?
Yeah.
I don't want that. Can you make it a different way?
Yeah.
I don't care how you make it.
Oh, I see you have scallops on your menu. However, I really think you should be making it this way. No, but Anthony will usually choose the wine list, and it kind of goes hand in hand with how we run our businesses anyway. David will push us over the edge to make us order something maybe outside of our... David's making sure the experience is right. Sometimes we self-film and get the vlog going.
You don't want to do pasta?
Yeah.
And then we got Ehrlich, now initiated in the crew. I don't
when you get a
outlined,
plate,
guys.
and then there's like 3 different types of pasta on it.
Oh, cool. So it's like German.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds cool.
Great minerality.
It's from Roberto?
Yeah.
No, it's not German. It's from.
It's northern Italian. It's northern Italy, but
It's like on the border.
close to Germany.
This is what happens when wine snobs, we don't, undercover wine snobs go out. Actually, super approachable wines that we buy. This is Wine 101. Wine 101 when going out to a restaurant. If you know how to decode a wine list, you can really find some crazy valuable stuff on there. If you don't know how to decode a wine list, you bring your wine buyer with you and he decodes the wine list. But for real, super value-driven wines. Ask a waiter, never feel like you shouldn't know what's going on because you probably don't. Just do it. Just talk to them. Don't feel price driven. You can get amazing stuff. But if you're at the right restaurant, they're going to put the right things in front of you at the right prices, and it doesn't really matter. You're going to get something really solid.
Cheers.
Salud. To 7 years. 7 years. Anthony special, don't forget
This is
that.
off the menu. They should call this the Danelli special here at Fiorino. This is a Batici take on the classic carbonara. Bacon, egg, yolk, Parmesan cheese, a little butter. And what they do differently, I think, is caramelized onions, which you can definitely taste here. And in my opinion, the best carbonara I've had outside of Italy.
So we started coming here to Fiorino, built a relationship with Alir, the family that owns it. Just kind of became part of the community before we even thought of coming here, right? We just kind of immersed ourselves in it. We did events here, we did events with other restaurants here, and we just kind of saw what it was about. David was attracted to the clientele and the people that kind of frequent events here, and it just started like that. And then through friendships and relationships, we kind of heard through the grapevine that an opportunity might be happening. And 2 years later, probably close to at least 2 years, we're a couple weeks out from opening Cambridge #2.
Yeah.
Hey Vic, can you turn the lights on back here in the wine room?
This room here, we're in Fiorino, we're in the wine cellar room. I think we've all done events here. Probably all, I had my first Fiorino experience, and at least for me, the intro to Summit was in this room at, I think at T. Edwards. I think it was with Tim, yeah. We did a T. Edwards, we sat right here. But because of Alir and, you know, the family spot here at Fiorino, it kind of like, it led us into Summit, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe not by his choice, but but because of coming here and vibing with the people and the whole scene, we kind of fell in love with Summit. We liked his clientele, we liked what the people were about. Good wine, as you could tell. Good hospitality. This room is private room, business meetings, parties, the whole shebang, and he hosts really well, does an awesome time. It's an awesome time for anyone that comes through. So for us, it was the same thing, and I think we all realized pretty quickly that Summit was a spot that Cambridge probably could succeed in. So we've done wine dinners here. Dave, what wine dinners did we do here?
We've done Withers. I think that's it.
You did like a Brunello dinner. It was a multiple different producers. It was like all Brunello.
Yeah, Sandra picked. I think Sandra picked
Oh
wines.
yeah, that's right. And then we've done like ones that Sandra had here. That
Yeah.
We had, and then you
You
guys.
guys did at least
we
3 or
did
4
like the
events here.
retail partnering of things.
Yeah.
And I came to a couple.
But getting back to you guys moving to Summit, I mean, Anthony he kind of hinted to me a couple times, and I was like, dude, like the way you guys operate, I like the way you guys interact with customers. I said 1,000%. I highly recommend it. You know, I definitely supported it 100%.
Awesome.
So,
That's
you know,
dope.
welcome to town.
Well, Alir, let's ask you, your family's been here, what, 30 years? 20?
Almost 25.
25 years. What has been, I mean, at the end of the day, an institutional type Italian restaurant here, classic Italian meal, but quality, service, the whole thing. What, in your mind, what has been the reason you guys kill it?
Well, you offer a fair value, high quality, and the loyalty that you will receive is fierce.
Yeah.
I mean, the people in this town are fiercely loyal,
Awesome.
and you know, just show them a good time, man. Like they're not,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's really here to just come out and eat and have a good time and drink
That's awesome.
and enjoy their friends at dinner. And you know, I think you guys might be on the same boat with that.
Hospitality has changed. So you just said pivot. So we're in the wine business, you're in the wine business, but you're in the food and wine business a little different. What are the big things that you've kind of done to pivot to stay alive during this craziness?
Right. So So we shifted into takeout only because obviously we were shut down because of COVID.
Yeah.
So takeout only, social media, a big social media push, and we were just exhausted on the social media end of it. We were just exhausted by how active we had to be on
Totally.
that. So that, but that helped us. I mean, we were doing pretty impressive sales for
Yeah.
just takeout. Helped keep the lights on, honestly. Like it didn't, it's not really sustainable for long term, but it definitely helped keep the wheels greased
Yeah.
and keep the lights on. You just can't stop. I mean,
And
in a
your
business
loyal
like this,
clientele.
right? And all our loyal clientele, they would order takeout. So
And do you think that's because of the brand that you had built prior to all of this, that they were like,
we had exposure, you
Yeah.
know. So everybody who was ordering takeout has been here for dinner.
the alternative to if you're not innovating, if you don't have a brand, if you're not pivoting, what happens, you know?
A lot of guys that I know, they're like sitting ducks right now. They just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And maybe they're tired, they're older, or just for whatever reason their hands are tied because of maybe whatever kind of type of lease that they're in or what building they're in. They don't have any outdoor space. There's a lot of reasons to that, but a lot of restaurants are not going to survive this.
Yeah, that's
No
crazy.
question.
It feels good to be outside and seeing people doing something relatively normal. You're meeting new people, you're interacting. This was a huge part of our business model before this. You obviously have to pivot, but being omnipresent, having different channels to do this, we like meeting people, we like talking to people. That's wine, that's food, that's hospitality, that's what this is all about. You just heard from Alir. He made his whole career off this kind of thing. You're seeing people dining with their friends and family. This is an extension of your home. The wine business is so much more than just alcohol. It is a piece of your life. You can make it complicated. You can keep it simple. You can have fun with it. You can ignore it and still drink. It really doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, most dinner tables have something alcoholic there, not to get boozed, but to just enhance the experience. And that's what Cambridge is about. That's why David, Anthony, and I work so hard to do it, to bring this experience to people. This just makes me happy to see. This is something a little normal, although cell phone, wallet, keys, mask, it's part of the new routine. But without COVID-19, not that any of it has been good, but if there's a silver lining in anything, it's how adaptable the human race is. And here we are, a gorgeous night, July, a month away from opening in our new town. We couldn't be happier.